Dicejunkies. I'm Xenodamus. I'm here with
Q.
and on Skype.
Bloodaxe.
Mr. Bloodaxe.
It is the Mr. Bloodaxe.
What's that call tag? What's that call number?
TK74676. You 501st out there.
All right, let's move on to something else. Speaking.
By all means.
It's not going to get any better. Oh wait, no, it does. Good news.
Yeah. So this is a surprise to me. I'm not a big fan here, but to see Top Gun Maverick overtakes Avengers Infinity War is the 6th highest grossing movie in U.S. history. Now, this is also a time when movies aren't doing as well in the theater. Top Gun Maverick blew it away. So
I don't quite hope it takes over Black Panther, because Black Panther is a special place in my heart. Because, I mean, I grew up with those comics. It's one of those characters I never thought I'd see on film. No, it's not because he's black. It's because it's one of those rare comic book characters you never thought you'd see.
Well, I mean, I'll be honest. It amazes me because this movie has several things going against it.
It's also a late sequel. Like, who remembers Top Gun?
It's a sequel from a show from 1986. A movie from 1986. That is 36 years ago?
No. Is it 35? Oh, wait, you're right. Dang it. No, I think it's 34.
No, the 36 years ago would be 36 plus 1,986 is 2022.
Look at that. My boy knows math.
Yeah. So, yeah, a sequel to a movie from 36 years ago.
That is a whole generation. That is an entire generation.
I'm 41. Top Gun came out when I was 5.
It is. And yet it is kicking. It's almost as though a fun, patriotic military movie with no agenda suddenly is something people want to see. Because the thing is, there's no way you can say this is just our generation pushing it to number 6. This has to be across the world, people of all ages.
It's also
our group can't push something to 6 by itself. Middle, like, what are we? Gen X's, I think. Gen X can't push it on her own. Yeah, so Gen X can't push it on its own, man. This is literally across the board. People are enjoying this movie.
I will say it also it's a thing of the studio it's coming from. It's coming from Paramount, which is one of used to be one of the big studios, but it's not as big as it used to be. It's not up there with Warner Brothers and Disney.
Domestic, so that's not worldwide. It's the highest grossing domestic. So that's here.
US,
but still, that's amazing.
Yeah, worldwide it's number 12.
That's still good.
Yeah,
it was blocked from several countries. I do,
and still made number 12. That's not bad. And like number 12 in history.
Yeah. Avatar is 2.8 billion, and Maverick is 1.4, so it's half of that.
It's 13th place sitting worldwide.
That's still pretty decent.
I've got 12 right now.
Well, this article was pushed out today, so I don't know.
Doesn't mean they're not off.
Yeah, it doesn't mean they're not off. We've seen numbers vary.
12 and 13 is good worldwide for a movie that is very American. Especially worldwide, dude. It's a super American movie.
Oh, yeah.
Like, literally, it's the American military. And for it to do that well implies that maybe it's you could just make a movie.
Well, I mean, this just tells me, Paramount is someone to keep an eye on right now.
No one saw this coming.
They seem to be making a comeback. Well, that's the thing. It wasn't advertised as strong as a Marvel movie. It wasn't advertised as strong as a lot of these movies that it's going up against, So
it's been word of mouth. I mean, you got your diehards are going to go watch it, but the word of mouth has kept it perpetuating to where it is right now. I want to go see it, but I just haven't made the time. But it's one of those films that I am interested in, and I'm actually debating getting Paramount Plus, because it has all the Star Trek stuff back from the 90s and in the 60s that I'm interested in. It's got some other shows that me and Mrs. Bloodaxe like, and they're going to put this on there too. I'm like, yeah, this is, Paramount's actually secretly gaining steam with some of their streaming and their films. So I wouldn't sleep on them because they're making stuff that interests me. Now they may have some other things that don't, but at least they're not pulling a Disney and they're doing stuff that they think will make them money. And there's the same thing with Warner. That's the reason why, like we were talking about earlier, that they didn't do Batgirl. They want to make money.
Mm-hmm.
And
they're also doing things unapologetically. Like they're putting it out there, and they're hoping things succeed. If they don't, they're not going to push money. They don't push money at it anymore if it doesn't succeed. But they're like, well, it's there. It's going to be on our streaming service. You want to watch it? It's still there. Whether they're not taking anything down.
Which is wild that it's made as much money as it has, because a lot of the people excuse the Marvel films. It's going to be on Disney Plus soon, so that's why they're not going to the theater to watch it. We know this is coming to Paramount Plus, and people are still going to the theater and watching it. So that shoots down that argument pretty quickly.
Yeah, so we'll see. I mean, this is like I said, Paramount. We've actually brought them up in several discussions over the past few months. Like they keep coming up in conversation. So it's one of those companies where it's like, okay, maybe I should keep more of an eye on them than just Discover and Disney. Because Discover is Warner Brothers Discover.
I mean, they're trying. And
then you have Disney. Those are the two major ones that had the biggest steam. Mostly because they have one's DC, one's Marvel. Is why we talk about them as much. But all of a sudden, Paramount's starting to try to get some video game franchises. They didn't do a great job with Halo, in my opinion, but they tried. It's out there. I think they're doing. Are they the ones doing the Fallout series, or was that Amazon or somebody doing that? I can't remember.
Probably Amazon. They've been running a lot of stuff lately. Yeah.
I thought it was Amazon doing Fallout.
Maybe
Amazon's out there. Amazon's on a rampage to screw up everything.
But that would be maybe an interesting take for Paramount if they tried to pick up more video game stuff to counteract the
I would be excited if they were doing
superhero
Fallout
stuff. If they just started grabbing a bunch of video game franchises and started using them for movie rights, and that's what I'm saying about grabbing the movie rights for multiple. It would be interesting to see that take, but I don't know. We'll see. It's worth keeping an eye on, and it shocked me when I saw this pop into my news feed that the Top Maverick had overtook Avengers Infinity War. I was just like, oh wow.
I mean, that's something, man. It's killing, and like I said, it keeps shocking you because you keep going like, "Oh, it's doing well," but then you hear the numbers and you're like,
movies I look at and I say, "Well, that's a niche audience."
Yeah,
apparently not.
Fallout will be a Amazon streaming service exclusive,
so it'll be a train wreck. Gotcha.
But yeah, Top Gun
it'll be reimagined. Men blew up the world.
Has Amazon done anything that you like?
No, I don't know if Amazon's done anything. That's like,
I mean, what the fuck is Jeff Bezos doing with their streaming?
There was something I think seriously. They did okay, but they screwed up more.
I'm sorry, they did do something. They did the Terminal List, which is something
Are they the ones that did Reacher as well? I think Reacher was.
I haven't seen that one, but yeah, Reacher's on this.
I've heard a lot of good things about it. It's one of those that's not really my.
They also did the Wheel of Time, didn't they?
Yeah, they also did the Wheel of Time.
And they're about to do
Lord
that
of the
to Lord of the Rings.
They've done a lot of.
The Woke of the Rings, yeah.
They've done some misses, but they've done some hits. So, but I mean, hey.
How do we make Galadriel better? Make her a dude with tits.